Do you know that every thought that comes into your mind and every emotion that you feel has a vibrational frequency associated with it? Different emotions like happiness, anger, shame, and even desire and neutrality have certain frequencies. Good emotions like happiness, love, and acceptance are linked to higher frequencies, while the emotions that are considered bad and unhealthy like shame, anger, have lower frequencies. In this video, I will explain a chart showing frequencies of different emotions. Here I will also disclose the secret to raise your frequency, to get rid of bad emotions and live in the region of higher frequencies, which are associated with good and healthy emotions. But before understanding how different emotions are linked to different frequencies, it is necessary to understand what actually the emotions are. Emotions are nothing but simply energy. The word emotion means energy in motion. Therefore, it has the properties of energy. As energy moves and transforms from one to other form, in the same way our emotions keep on changing and are temporary. There is no emotion that lasts forever. Now we will analyze the chart of frequencies of emotions. As you can see in the diagram, good and healthy emotions are at the top of the chart, having high frequencies, but the emotions that are considered unhealthy or bad are at the bottom. They are linked with lowest frequencies. Observe that according to this chart of frequency of emotions, shame is at the bottom, having lowest frequency 20 Hz, while the enlightenment is at the top with frequency more than 700 Hz. It means shame is the worst emotion that we can have, and nothing can be better than the highest level of emotion, the enlightenment. You can observe frequencies of other emotions by your own, as shown in the diagram. When I analyzed this diagram, I got surprised by the positions of emotions like desire, pride, courage, neutrality, and peace in the diagram. I found it really interesting that the emotions of pride and courage that we generally think should be placed high in the chart were below than even the frequencies of neutrality and acceptance. It means you vibrate at higher frequency when you decide to be neutral or accept the situation happily, instead of showing courage to fight against that situation. Another thing that surprised me was that the frequency of peace is higher than the frequencies of love and joy. It shows being at peace is more blissful than being in love or joy. Actually, it seems obvious to me, as we all know the pain of love and attachments and temporary joy we get after enjoying the party. Ultimately, we need peace. What can be better than the peace of mind? That's the reason peace has secured second position from the top in the chart of frequencies of emotions. Only one emotion can be superior to peace, that is, the supreme emotion of enlightenment. An enlightened person enters into the superconscious state of mind and becomes completely egoless. The difference of you and me vanishes there. After enlightenment, the person sees himself in everything and everything in himself. An ordinary being cannot even imagine that blissful state that the enlightened being experiences. One more thing in the chart that I found weird was the frequency of desire. I never knew that the emotion of desire is so bad thing. Even anger has got higher place than the desire in the chart. But why desire has so low frequency? Actually, desire is considered the root cause of all evils. Unfulfilled desires are responsible for most of the crimes and corrupt behavior in our society. It's the desire and attachment that makes a criminal, and also the cause of anger in most of the cases. That's why it's below the anger in the diagram. Apart from these emotions that I just mentioned, the positions of all other emotional frequencies in the chart looks obvious to me. So now we know how different emotions have unique frequencies associated with them. Friends, now we also know that we should stay in the higher frequency region. But do you know that it is also possible to raise your frequency so that you can live most of the time in the emotions related to higher frequencies? As I already said, that emotions are nothing but energy waves, and according to quantum mechanics, it is possible to change the shape of wave. The wave has peaks and valleys. So the original wave is straightened when we overlay an opposite shaped wave on it. This new counter wave actually cancels out the peaks and valleys of the original wave. As emotions are also energy waves, we can apply the same concept for them. We can change their shapes and frequencies by interacting them with other emotional wave frequencies. But how does it work? Let me explain it. To apply this wave cancellation technique, all you need to do is find out an exact opposite thought to counter a particular thought. For example, let's think about word anger and try to remember the experience of this emotion. Now think about the experience of peace and calm, which is just opposite emotional energy wave. You will feel the difference of energy waves. You will notice that as you start to think about your peaceful experiences, your emotions of anger fade away. Better you master this technique, better the results you will see. This is how the thought and emotional wave energy cancellation technique works. So it's clear that it's possible to change your emotional frequency. Now we will discuss the secrets to raise your vibrational frequency. Number 1. Be around high vibrational people. Just being in company of people who vibrate at high frequency can raise your vibrational frequency. But how to identify such people? High vibe people are jolly, helping, generous, and peaceful. You can look at the emotional frequency chart for high frequency emotions. So the people having these emotions should be in your company. Try to spend as much time as possible around them. And also avoid negative vibes people who vibrate at low frequencies. They are irritated and angry, hateful and jealous, sad, unhappy and demanding most of the time. So shun their company. Number 2. Play with kids and be like kids. Kids are pure-hearted, so they naturally vibrate at higher frequencies. They are free from the evil emotions that are linked to lower frequencies. Therefore, when we play with children, we automatically start to vibrate at higher frequencies. Number 3. Be grateful for what you have. Being grateful can help you a lot in raising your vibrations. We feel insecurity and scarcity and blame our fate for what we don't have, but often forget to appreciate and being grateful for what we have. If you make it a habit to be grateful, then all your pains and scarcity will be gone. You will have no complaints anymore. Hence, you will enter into the realm of higher frequency of emotions like happiness, acceptance, peace, and love. Number 4. Spend more time in nature. As we move away from our true identity and adopt fake characters, we start to move in the lower frequency region. So, one way to raise it again is to spend more time in nature, hiking on mountains, observing beautiful flowers, birds, trees, and flowing river can naturally raise your frequency of vibration. You start to adopt the qualities of nature. Nature teaches us unconditional love, habit of giving, patience, peace, and many other good things. Apart from this, other habits that can help you in raising your vibrations are practicing meditation, yoga, helping and being kind to others. So in this way, you can easily raise your vibrational frequency. Friends, this was all about the secrets of frequency of emotions and how to raise it. Guys, if you found the video interesting and useful, then please like, share and subscribe.